country people, una good morning. Happy weekend to my loved ones. Na two news na brief come una table today. The Igbos and the MC Oluomo joke. Then the second news, the first news one of first just watch, na be Oseni Rufai as they threaten the man, say they want buy the man family. So person when they talk true now for Nigeria, they want clear and clear in family come up for where I be. I beg make una let this video go viral because this man life he dey at risk. Wetin the man na get Arise TV. The man a journalist wey be say they talk the truth, so nobody fit talk the truth again for Nigeria. Be they want clear everybody. That means area go gas now. Area go gas. May they continue. Now all these people now the ones wey be say that they blind though, they cover their face, that they blind when be say they threaten this innocent man life because say they told the truth. I beg make I leave una make una watch the video. Then the second video about MC Oluomo, they may Obina explain, give us. Let's go.
A story from a group named Anonymous, and they threatened our Rufai Oseni here. Let me pull up that statement. They wrote, a name was mentioned today, Rufai Oseni. We've got absolutely no idea who this man is, but his name was mentioned today. A plan is in place to invade his home. Getting the entire family wiped off is the target. The said man must be made to know the situation. He must be on guard. Mr. OBPG, arrest is getting closer. Remember, the names mentioned in the previous expositions, and you must not forget, we are anonymous, we are legion. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Expect us. This is clear threat, and I thought to highlight this particular story because this page, they have over 27,000 followers and more, and they are a real page. Yes. Rufai.
I mean, I see a lot of these things from time to time, but like I always say, there are reporting channels, and this is a reporting channel. I'm sure those in authority are seeing this. And why all of this going on? Because I do my job the way it is. Because I stand strictly to the tenets of objectivity. And that's all. And it's not only this, I've seen a lot of attacks against me. I'm never the center of the story, but the truth has to be told. I just want good media. I just want to elevate good media, good conversations. Let's have a good conversation, good answer questions. Yeah, rebuttals, yeah, because I think that's the toast and the spice of journalism itself. It's a very, very interesting, field I love so much because of the capacity to be able to exchange ideas. And every time I come here, I want to learn. I've got no political slant. Somebody was saying, yeah, and I needed to address that because I wasn't given a right of rebuttal. I've got no political slant. I don't belong to anybody. I belong to logic, which is the cornerstone of how I think.
Absolutely.
And very good arguments. So because these same people, when it favors them, they call Rufai the hero. When it doesn't favor them, they say he's the villain. I don't care for all of that. I don't care for political consideration.
Right.
They've told people to sack me too at some point and all of that. I've been through a lot.
Okay.
Yes, it's hard on my family.
You when they write this thing about MC Oluomo, I don't mark your website. I don't mark your website because now so like now you they write they put for your website. I beg guys, make una listen to Obina. This guy, when we say they write what I don't understand, so I don't mark his website. Now so like now they put for your website. Make una continue to they do evil.
Mark Oluomo said it wasn't him. That he didn't actually threaten to teach a nice lesson to the ungrateful Igbo who seem bent on disrupting the order and disrespecting constituted authorities in Lagos. Perhaps, he expected adult non-indigenes to know their limits and what could amount to an abuse of hospitality and misuse of democracy. It is not Agbero logic. In the tutorial video which mischief makers made go viral on the eve of the governorship elections, gentle MC Oluomo was only teasing one Mama Chokudi, from whom he routinely bought Indomie and Google. But political opponents latched onto it and misconstrued it. They said Mr. Oluomo was engaging in hate speech and dog whistle politics to help his benevolent Lagos political deities. It wasn't MC Oluomo. He was only joking and telling Mama Chokudi to stay in her house if she wouldn't support the political business of her Indomie customer. So, let nobody malign MC Oluomo whose son has risen. Oluomo is a renowned philanthropist who cares for common women like the Mama Chokudis. It wasn't MC Oluomo. The police in Lagos could have done more, but they said they are investigating. That's okay. So why can't people be patient and allow the police, who are their friends, to do their job before blaming innocent Oluomo? Is it a sin to rise through the ranks in the motor park? The police have handed the Oluomo video to their tactical cybercrime unit for in-depth forensic analysis. Why should people rush to conclusions? Is it because Oluomo is an honest and patriotic citizen? They are not even grateful that Mark Oluomo didn't deny the video and dismiss it as photoshopped. After all, didn't Kanjuj say his $in-a-border video was fabricated? Oloren, Nigerians don't like honest people. But even if MC Oluomo asked the Igbo in Lagos to sit at home on election day, is that too much? After all, haven't the Igbo become accustomed to sitting at home every Monday in their villages and cities? Are the boys in the southeast who make the Igbo sit at home every Monday more important or better trained than MC Oluomo's staff? Why are the Igbo pretending and calling it xenophobia and voter suppression? Is it because they are in Lagos? After all, those boys in the east that decide when and who comes out Mondays, are they not called the good boys? This thing is not Mark Oluomo's fault. It's the culture of politics in Rivers. How could it have been MC Oluomo? Thinking of it, many say he hails from Kwara. So, he is not even from southern Nigeria, let alone an indigene of Lagos. He lost his father at an early age and worked hard to escape penury. So how can he incite Lagos indigenes against the Igbo when he knows that discrimination, once it starts, it loses its ears? How can a man from Kwara teach Lagos indigenes how to unsettle settlers who are beginning to feel at home in Lagos a bit too much? If Oluomo teaches real Lagosians bigotry and hate and how to reclaim their land, wouldn't they one day rise and seize the motor parks from him and his boys? So it couldn't have been Mark Oluomo. He doesn't hate the Igbo. He buys Indomie religiously from a Mama Chokudi rather than a Mama Shakurat. He eats income, rides exotic cars and trains his children in American schools. Those who live in glass houses and eat pizzas have no business mingling with street urchins and throwing stones. If MC Oluomo hated the Igbo, he could have seized control of the markets too. Or do people think he doesn't know there is more money in markets than in motor parks? The Oluomo man is a self-made, contented and detribalized man. You can even call him a genius. Otherwise, how did a primary school dropout from Kwara grow to rub shoulders with kings and captains of industry in Lagos? In fact, with the benefit of hindsight, wasn't it ingenious that he used the sublime Mama Chokudi joke to send a caution to the entire Igbo in Lagos, leaving the police mesmerized? If only the Igbo had tact. They ought to have understood by now that their main duty in Lagos is to trade, build houses, and pay taxes. After paying taxes, they must leave it to the host to decide who rules the land and how the taxes are used. They can't keep putting their Nzogbu noses into everything. If they want to vote, then they must travel to Owerri or Agulu. That Lagos is a former federal capital seeking special status doesn't mean every Tom, Dick and Chinedu can arrive in a luxury bus at night and the next morning start rubbing shoulders with the descendants of Oduduwa.